Welcome to Shooting a Stand-Up Interview. One of the television news industry's standard productions is the stand-up interview. Every television newscast contains them. Typically, they include a reporter, a person being interviewed, and a camera operator. And while there are only a few people involved, there are many problems that can occur. This video instruction is going to show you some of the common problems and mistakes found in stand-up interviews and examples of well-done stand-up interviews. While the reporter can't control the camera, they can control many of the common mistakes. Some of these include their interview techniques, such as avoiding extraneous questions rather than asking the needed questions. Unlike polite interpersonal conversation, reporters should not spend time with unneeded questions about how the person is or about the person's health.
How you doing today, Chris?
Doing good. How are you, Neil?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Now, Chris, sometimes people...
Secondly, they should also work in conjunction with the camera operator to avoid positioning themselves and the interviewee in profile. Each should face the camera. Third, they need to work with the camera operator to position themselves and their subjects in a lighted area. Next, they need to position themselves close to their interviewee so they're not creating awkward composition or having to reach over to get the microphone close to the interviewee. And finally, they should never lose their cool and curse. However, there are also those elements of a stand-up interview for which the camera operator is responsible. They include such basic things as placing the reporter and interviewee in a lighted area. Underlit shots can easily be avoided. Either place them under a light, in the light from a window, outside in daylight, or open the iris of your camera to allow for more light to enter the camera. A second element over which the camera operator has control is to work toward good composition. This includes avoiding too much headroom and framing people on camera so they have adequate nose room. If possible, along with proper framing, try to shoot interviews in a location that either helps explain the story or is related to the subject being interviewed or the topic. Putting someone within such a location not only helps the audience understand the information being discussed, but is visually interesting. Finally, when you do have that ideal location, avoid distracting your audience with extraneous visual information. And now, for a well-constructed interview.
I'm Nicole Brokus for WVAC, here with Mr. Mike Duffy to talk about the Marilat's new edition. So, Mr. Mike Duffy, when is this project supposed to be completed?
We hope to be completed by April 1st because what I'd like to do is have the students use the facility at least for a couple weeks before we go home. And right now, knock on wood, we're still on target to finish by then.
That's excellent. What is supposed to be included for this new edition?
Well, there's 3 sections to the building. The upper level that we were just on, that's a multi-purpose area. That'll house men and women's wrestling, cheer and dance, acrobat and tumbling for practices. It'll also be a functional area for whenever they're not practicing, we can use it for plyometrics, functional training with our strength and conditioning coach. Down here in the main level that we're on, this room will be the heavyweight room with all the racks, power racks, the dumbbells and those kind of things in this room. And then in the room to our left, that will be the fitness room where all the treadmills and elliptical machines will be.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Mr. Duffy, for joining us. I am Nicole for WVAC News. Now back to you in the station.